At the Indiana Fever, more specifically, now all three of these entities have responded to the allegation. Erica Wheeler, Kelsey Mitchell, and Caitlin.
Okay, this is getting crazy. Before we dive into the wild story of Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, do me one quick favor. Smash that like button and hit subscribe right now. Seriously, over 98% of people watch without subscribing, and it takes just a second, but helps this channel big time. Did you hit it? Appreciate you. Now buckle up for this one because it's about to get deep. Caitlin Clark just dropped a line that had the entire WNBA world spinning. She said, "I don't think anyone in our league should be facing any sort of racism." Powerful words, right? But here's the twist. This story isn't as simple as it looks. Because the way she and Kelsey Mitchell are reacting to all this chaos is absolutely jaw-dropping. Right now, WNBA fans themselves are being accused of racism. Yes, you heard that right. Players like Alyssa Thomas have claimed that some Indiana Fever supporters crossed the line, throwing out racial slurs. But here's where it gets messy. There's no video evidence. None. No recordings, no clips, nothing to prove it happened. So now everyone's left guessing what's real and what's just talk. It's turned into one giant mystery that's got the whole league scratching their heads. Did it happen? Who said what? And why are some people trying to pin this on the entire Fever fan base? The tension is thick, and social media is on fire trying to solve it. But now Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell have stepped in, and what they're saying is shaking up the entire narrative. They're not being diplomatic, they're being real. They're calling out the noise and laying down a perspective that no one saw coming. Clark admits the situation hurts, but she's standing tall, and what she says next completely changes the tone of the entire conversation. She's not letting the drama drag her down. Clark is flipping the whole narrative into something powerful. Instead of focusing on the negativity, she's using this exact moment to shine a massive spotlight on everything that's good about the WNBA. That's right, she's turning chaos into fuel for something bigger.
Made by WNBA players that Indiana Fever fans are vicious, racist. Now all three of these entities have responded to the allegation. They're just launching racial slurs all over.
And the best part? You can feel that genuine passion pouring out of her. It's like Clark's reminding everyone why they fell in love with basketball in the first place, the pure love for the game. No distractions, no hate, just the sport at its best. But she's not standing alone in this. Erica Wheeler and Kelsey Mitchell are stepping up too, proving what real leadership and professionalism look like. Mitchell didn't dodge the issue, she went straight at it. She made it clear, we only have control over our employees within our company, and we don't tolerate such behavior. That's not just talk, that's a public line in the sand. She's saying loud and clear, this is who we are, and this is what we stand for. And while the internet's running wild with speculation, Mitchell is keeping her squad laser-focused on what actually matters, winning games and representing their city the right way. No distractions, just business and basketball.
Listen.
The time after the break, it got better, so the future is very bright for those two.
I think that for us, we err on the side of professionalism in a lot of different ways, and we can only control what's in our organization within our people.
I mean, we can't control what someone else says. Like, for the more like,
no matter what color you are, whatever you carry or possess, I think for us.
But let's be real. What Clark's doing through all this pressure, it's next level. She's facing these tough questions with total composure, flipping each one into something meaningful. Watching her handle the spotlight feels like watching a 10-year veteran at work, and she's barely even started her pro career. It's unreal. They're not just talking the talk, they're walking it like absolute pros. Clark and Mitchell are showing everyone exactly how to move when the pressure's sky high, keeping their cool while the whole world watches. They're setting the standard for how real leaders act when things get messy. And here's the wild part. Clark's mindset is on another level. She's not just thinking about herself, her stats, or even her team. She's thinking about the entire league. She's made it clear that the only way forward is by lifting everyone up, keeping the spotlight on the positive, and showing what women's basketball can truly be when it's at its best.
Recorded or anything, anywhere.
And yes, getting booed at an away stadium or an away arena is something that happens in sports.
People happen to have cell phones with audio devices that can record.
That's real vision right there. But don't get it twisted. These two aren't just making noise off the court, they're dominating on it too. Clark and Mitchell are straight up rewriting how a backcourt duo should look. Together, they're averaging a ridiculous 37.7 points per game, which already sounds elite. But after the Olympic break, they exploded to a mind-blowing 51.3 points a night. That's not just good, that's historic, and it doesn't stop there. Clark's not only dropping buckets, she's rewriting the record books. Between her scoring and assists, she's responsible for 37.3 points per game, all by herself. That's unreal. She's out here making history night after night, and you can feel the energy every time she touches the ball. Meanwhile, Kelsey Mitchell is pure clutch, cold-blooded when the game's on the line. With 5 minutes left and the score tight, she's hitting 62.5% of her shots. That's automatic. Money every single time. Fans are losing it online, calling them the Splash Sisters, comparing them to Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, and honestly, it fits perfectly. The chemistry, the firepower, the confidence, it's all there.
There are people that are going to be like that. Again, let's talk about the fact that these trolls are trolls. Let's talk about all the good fans. Let's talk about all...
Clark and Mitchell aren't just playing the game, they're redefining it right in front of us. Watching Clark and Mitchell play together feels like a remix of the old Showtime Lakers, but with a modern lightning-fast twist. They're electric. Constant motion, non-stop energy, and every possession looks like a highlight reel waiting to happen. You blink and boom, the ball's already flying across the court. Picture this. Clark grabs the rebound 3/4 of the court away from the rim. She doesn't hesitate. She rockets a full-court dime straight into Mitchell's hands. But Mitchell doesn't slow down. She spins, goes behind the back, and drops a layup so smooth it makes you replay it just to believe it actually happened. That wasn't some made-up moment. That was real against the Dallas Wings. Unreal chemistry. But what makes this duo truly special goes way deeper than flashy plays and viral moments. Off the court, Mitchell's got Clark's back like a true vet. She's made it her mission to protect Clark, making sure the rookie feels safe, supported, and focused, both mentally and physically. That kind of bond is rare in any league.
That enough for now multiple players to just be calling a fan base, just label them? Seems like that could happen too, but I guess not. I guess that's not possible.
Yeah, it's definitely upsetting. I don't think nobody in our league should be facing any sort of racism, hurtful, disrespect.
And here's the twist. While the WNBA is dealing with all kinds of chaos and drama around them, these two are building something solid. Instead of letting the noise mess with their game, they're using it as fuel to elevate their performance even higher. That's real mental toughness. Most players would crumble under this kind of spotlight, but not them. Clark and Mitchell are turning controversy into motivation. They're locked in, eyes forward, blocking out all the chatter and giving everything they've got, every possession, every minute. It's wild to see because while others are distracted by headlines and fan debates, they're setting a new standard for what it means to be pros. Focused, fierce, untouchable. They're proving that no amount of outside drama can stop greatness when two players are that locked in. It all comes back to the great players, the great teams, and those stories that deserve to be celebrated. That's the heartbeat of the WNBA, and Clark's making sure nobody forgets it. And the best part? That energy she's putting out there. It's contagious. Everyone around her is feeding off it.
Those are trolls, and it's a real disservice to the people in our league, the organization. I think continuing to uplift this league in a very positive light is the best thing that we can do because, yeah, it's definitely upsetting. I don't think nobody in our league should be facing any sort of racism, hurtful, disrespectful. There are so many great players. There's so many great teams.
Clark isn't just talking about keeping things positive. She's showing it night after night. Every game she steps on the court, you can see why she fell in love with basketball in the first place. The fire, the fun, the focus, it's all there. And right beside her, Kelsey Mitchell is matching that same energy with her own brand of leadership. She's not wasting a single second worrying about drama or rumors. She's locked in on the mission, winning games and building something lasting for this organization. That's how real commitment looks, the kind that turns players into legends. But here's where it gets even crazier. Clark and Mitchell aren't just hooping. They're literally changing how people talk about the sport itself. They're rewriting what it means to be a professional athlete in this era, balancing pressure, criticism, and responsibility with pure grace and confidence. Even while facing wild accusations and intense media storms that could shake the league, they've stayed composed, preaching unity instead of division. They're not hiding. They're leading. They're speaking about togetherness, respect, and pushing the league forward no matter what chaos surrounds them. And the proof is right there on the court. They're not just talking, they're doing. breaking records, dropping highlights, and proving that the best response to controversy is excellence.
She answered a question about all of the online discourse and trolls, which...
But there are a lot of really good fans, whether they've been fans for 20 plus years or whether they're new fans in our league. You know, those aren't fans, those are trolls, and it's a real disservice to the people in our league, the organization. I think continuing to uplift this league in a very positive light is the best thing that we...
Clark's ability to handle all that attention with calm precision, it's pure artistry. A masterclass in poise under pressure, and she's just getting started. Clark doesn't duck tough questions or hide behind those boring scripted answers. You know, the kind every athlete gives when they're just trying to play it safe. Nope. She's facing everything head on, turning hard conversations into real moments that bring the focus right back to what truly matters: the game, the team, and the league. That's not just smart PR, that's pure integrity. She's showing exactly what leadership looks like: total poise, total respect, and total accountability. And the best part? She's not doing it for attention. She's doing it because it's who she is.
He had a twist her words. And one thing is, she's done nothing. She's done nothing but try to uplift the league, defend everyone around her. But like, she has defended people cheap-shotting her. She's sometimes, in the Kennedy Carr situation, she has...
Meanwhile, Kelsey Mitchell continues to be the ultimate teammate, making sure Clark feels safe and supported as a rookie, both mentally and physically. That's what real pros do. They lift each other up no matter how intense things get. But here's where things get even deeper. When Clark says she wants to keep promoting the league in a very positive light, she's not just giving some catchy quote for headlines. She's laying out a vision, a real blueprint for the future of women's basketball. She's showing how unity, positivity, and professionalism can actually build something stronger for everyone involved. And that mindset? It's exactly why fans are glued to every game. People aren't just watching for the highlight reels. They're watching because Clark and Mitchell represent something bigger.
I was even looking to see what like the big WNBA people, these like legacy fans that, you know, hate all the new fans. I genuinely think that there's going to be some responses being like, oh, she's trying to deflect the topic off the real thing. She's trying to focus on...
They're changing what it means to be professional athletes in this generation. Fierce competitors on the court and role models off it. So let's be real. Clark and Mitchell aren't just out here playing basketball. They're rewriting the whole playbook. They're proving that greatness isn't just about points or stats. It's about class, composure, and vision for the future. And that's where the story hits another level. Because Clark and Mitchell aren't just building chemistry, they're building legacy. Every time they step on the court, it's like watching a movement in real time. You can feel the shift happening, the crowd's louder, the energy's sharper, and suddenly the WNBA feels different. This isn't just another season, this is a cultural moment. Clark's influence reaches far beyond basketball. She's drawing new fans, selling out arenas, and forcing everyone to pay attention. She's not asking for the spotlight. It naturally follows her. And Mitchell? She's the backbone of it all. The steady force keeping everything grounded when the pressure gets wild. What's crazy is how synchronized they've become. One glance, one motion, and they already know what the other's about to do. That's not luck, that's trust. That's chemistry built through respect, not ego. And the fans can sense it. They see two women lifting each other up instead of competing for the spotlight, a rare sight in pro sports. But here's the part that's blowing everyone's mind. While other teams are busy chasing drama, Clark and Mitchell are setting the tone for professionalism. They're redefining how stars act in the modern game. When tension rises, they answer with performance. When noise builds, they silence it with wins. Every statement they make isn't through interviews, it's through execution. And you can't fake that kind of impact. You've got young girls watching, players around the league taking notes, and even critics admitting, these two are special. It's like watching the future unfold right in front of us. Clark's fire and Mitchell's composure have created something rare. A perfect balance of chaos and calm that's rewriting the culture of the league itself. They're putting on an absolute clinic every night, dropping points like fireworks, throwing dimes that look straight out of a highlight reel, and creating plays so clean you've got to rewind just to believe what you saw. But here's the thing, it's not just about stats or records anymore. The real story is how these two handle everything off the court while the noise keeps getting louder.
They're in Kelsey Mitchell and Erica Wheeler. And man, their answers are really good, really well thought out, and really professional. People are coming after them right now over this answer. People are
While others chase controversy, Clark and Mitchell are keeping it classy, completely locked in on what actually matters. They're not wasting energy on rumors or online chaos. They're channeling it into dominance. That's real mental strength, the kind that separates good players from legends. And what makes it even more powerful is what they're representing. Clark and Mitchell aren't just elevating the WNBA, they're reshaping how the world sees women's basketball. They're proving it's not a sideshow, it's a movement. Every shot, every pass, every win is part of a bigger message. That the women's game deserves the same spotlight, the same respect, the same energy. They're redefining what leadership means, showing that true power isn't just about talking, it's about showing up, staying poised, and letting your game speak louder than any headline. These two aren't just teammates. They're trailblazers, game changers in every sense of the word. So if you're feeling that energy too, make sure you smash that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, share this video with someone who loves the game, and hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Because trust me, the story of Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell is just getting started. See you on the next one.